how do you help corporate strategize their CSR, especially now when most of the companies will have to invest 2% of their profit after tax in CSR?
You know, how we are helping companies are, we look at their stakeholders, one, and then when we look at their stakeholders and we look at the entire spectrum of work which they are doing, then we do a lot of consultations, and in participation we create a strategy which is helpful for their business, and that CSR is CSR, business linked CSR. So nothing is out of box, and whatever products or services they are selling, that is important is how we create that consensus on the board. Then we look at the management, and then we look at the employees, and then we create that stakeholder analysis so that all the work which they are doing should be linked to business, and also from the business, entire stakeholder should be covered to that level that they manage all the risk, and also looking at the CSR profitably on that. And when the strategy is created, we also look at what will be the impact of the strategy, and from that impact we look at the theory of change, and that theory of change is also covered on looking at what will be the input, output, and also the impact of the work they are creating. So that is what we are trying to work with many companies.
But how do you look at including philanthropy in this when it is not linked to business, when the company has got nothing to get out of it?
Yeah. So what's happening on the philanthropy part of it, that CSR is more than philanthropy. CSR is more on corporate responsibility, and that responsibility covers not only the social part of it, but also the business and how the business is conducted, or how the business is helping the community, and that business can create the ripple effect of bringing change to people's lives. So when we look at entire responsible giving or looking at philanthropy, we look at from that what will be my money will help in creating change in the entire spectrum of stakeholders, not only the community. We also look at how it should help the employees, and also how that ripple will change into the impacting, or we also look at trying to help that how CSR can create a multiplier effect in nation building. So that is the entire effect we want to look at when we look at CSR. So philanthropy, when you say philanthropy, has a very narrow meaning. We look at from a larger spectrum of change, and that change should be helpful for the entire impact in the society. So for example, a company is working on creating soaps or detergents, or on different spectrum of products. That product should also see that how they will be working with the community. It also depends on what are the ingredients which are needed. For example, if for that company water is important, or for that company people's choice is important, or people have to they need people participation. So we have to look at different kinds of criteria, and on those criteria we will try to work on the mechanism of that strategy should cover that entire spectrum of change.